Listen up because the world just turned into a thermodynamic disaster, and most of you are still holding bags of assets that are designed to lose value. We are talking about a world where the US is running on fumes with a $39 trillion debt, and you think buying copper or rare earths is going to save you. Let us be real. You are being fed a narrative by people who want you to hold their exit liquidity. I am going to break down why the commodity supercycle is mostly hype and why the math dictates a very different reality for your money. When I look at the current market, I see a lot of people chasing ghosts. They see a bottleneck in the Strait of Hormuz, they see a jump in oil prices, and they think it is time to go all in. But look at the history, look at the supply curves, and look at the physical reality. Commodities are industrial inputs, and in the long run, their real price is always trending toward the cost of production, and that cost is dropping. If you are buying oil miners or copper plays because you think the supply is constrained, you are playing a game of musical chairs where the music is about to stop. And when it stops, you will be holding assets that cannot be sold. Now contrast that with gold. Gold is not an industrial input. Gold is a monetary metal. It is the only thing that historically survives when the fiat currency system breaks down. I do not care if the price of gold is down 6% or 10% this week. That is noise. I care about how many ounces I have in my vault. I care about my long-term savings vehicle. Because when we reach the thermodynamic endpoint of this geopolitical era, you will not be trading copper wires, you will be trading gold. Let us do the math on your portfolio. If you have a $100,000 nest egg and you are chasing these commodity plays, you are taking on massive volatility for a return that is effectively betting on a supply glitch. Meanwhile, if you were to allocate that capital into assets that generate actual cash flow, like a midstream energy company that controls the pipes and earns on volume, you would be positioning yourself for a steady yield regardless of the commodity price. The difference between 1% and 3% yield on $100,000 might seem small today, but over 30 years, at 7% versus 9% growth, that difference is over $350,000 in your pocket. That is the price of your distraction every time you watch a headline about rare earths in Greenland or Australia, and you rush to open your brokerage account. You are losing money to the long-term game. I do not own single stocks because I prefer to run my own business. But if I had to put skin in the game, I would look for volume. Not price, I would look for companies that move the product because whether oil is $50 or $150, that company still gets paid to move the barrel. That is the professional way to look at the world. Stop trying to guess the price of a commodity because you will never win that fight. The big players, the guys with the proprietary models and the data, they are the ones who manipulate those swings. You are just the fuel for their liquidity. If you want to be a player, you have to change your mental model. Stop viewing your account as a casino and start viewing it as a vault. Your job is to accumulate, your job is to save, and your job is to survive. We are in a period of late-stage dollar hegemony, and things are going to get weird. The US is overstretched, the global reserve currency is being questioned, and the treasury market is shaking. In that environment, you need assets that are inert, you need gold, you need land, and you need cash flow. Anything else is just a speculative gamble. And if you are at the stage where your net worth is still under $500,000, you have no business gambling, you need to be boring, you need to buy the index, you need to add your ounces, and you need to keep your head down. That is exactly what I do when I am not making content. I am looking at how to convert my subscription revenue into more land and more gold. I do not care about the short-term volatility of the VU. I care about the accumulation phase because when the reset happens, those who have the assets are the ones who write the rules, and those who are holding the meme commodities are the ones who go to zero. So stop reading the mainstream financial news. It is garbage. It is designed to keep you spinning in circles. It is designed to make you panic sell or panic buy. The truth is, in the thermodynamic reality of the system, we are moving from a unipolar world to a multipolar world, and that transition is going to be violent. The only way to stay safe is to own what has worked for 5,000 years. That is gold, that is the hard truth, and you can ignore it if you want. But the market will teach you the lesson eventually. I am just trying to save you some tuition money. Think about your future, think about your family, and think about the legacy you want to leave behind. Do you want to leave behind a pile of volatile commodity stocks that crashed in 2026? Or do you want to leave behind a foundation of wealth that survived the fall of the empire? The choice is yours. But you have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be ready to walk away from the noise. Every dollar you put into your savings is a vote for your future freedom. Do not waste that vote on a scam. I am telling you to get your head straight. If you want to build wealth, stop following the hype, start following the data, and start securing your own sovereignty. Hit that subscribe button, join the community, and let us get back to the serious work of building a life that can actually withstand a crisis. The world is changing fast, and you need to be faster, stay smart, stay rich, and stay invested. And until next time, remember that the most profitable trade you ever make is the one you do not do. See you in the next one. We have plenty more to break down. And plenty more to build. Keep saving, keep winning, and stay on the path. Because this is only the beginning. You have got to keep pushing, you have got to keep focused, and you have got to keep your hands on the real assets. That is how you win. That is the only way. The circus is loud, but your portfolio should be quiet. Keep it that way. See you out. I am going to check my gold stash and get some rest. You should do the same. Don't overthink it. Just keep building. Bye. See you soon. Stay golden. Stay rich. Stay smart, keep winning, always, no matter what. Keep winning. That is the bottom line. That is the only line, and that is the end of the line. See you out. And one last thing, don't believe the hype, ever. It is all a lie. The only truth is in the balance sheet. Go check yours. Right now, before you do anything else, you will see exactly what I mean. Go, go, go. Let us talk about the specific mechanics of your portfolio. When you are young, you have the greatest asset of all, which is time. If you invest $500 every single month starting at age 25, and you get a 10% annual return, you have over $3 million by the time you reach age 65, but what if you wait until age 35 to start? Even if you invest twice as much, you end up with significantly less because you missed out on those crucial 10 years of compounding. This is why I keep telling you to stop buying junk, stop buying the latest phone, stop buying the fancy watch, and stop buying the stuff that does not pay you. Dividends, your job right now is to build your base. Your job is to get your savings rate to 30%, 40%, or even 50%. If you can, live in a smaller apartment, drive an older car, cook your own meals, and put that money into VU or VTI. It is not about being miserable. It is about being intentional. It is about knowing that every dollar you save today is worth 10 times that in the future. If you can save $1,000 a month, that is $12,000 a year. Over 30 years, that is millions. But most people just waste it on things that provide temporary satisfaction. They buy a new car every 5 years, and they wonder why they are still struggling to pay their bills. They buy clothes they do not need, and they wonder why their brokerage account is empty. Do not be like them. Be like the guy who thinks about his future self every single day. Be like the guy who understands that wealth is not what you spend, it is what you keep. This is why I am so obsessed with the numbers. I look at my ledger every single week. I track every expense, I track every dividend, and I track every gain. It keeps me grounded, and it keeps me focused. You need to have the same discipline, you need to know exactly where your money is going, and you need to make sure that it is working for you. If it is sitting in a low-interest savings account, it is dying. If it is sitting in a checking account, it is dying. It needs to be in the market, it needs to be in assets that grow, and it needs to be protected from inflation. We are seeing inflation rates that are destroying the purchasing power of the dollar. If your money is not growing at a rate higher than inflation, you are losing money every single day. That is the reality. That is the game we are playing. So do not get lazy, do not get complacent, and do not think that you have plenty of time. Time is moving faster than you think. And the market is not going to wait for you. So take control, take charge, and get to work. I am telling you to be the master of your own financial destiny. It is not going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it. Every cent, every dollar, every investment, keep them all in mind and stay on the path. Because this is the only way to build true, lasting wealth. So do not let the noise distract you, do not let the news frighten you, and do not let the political drama keep you from your goals. You have the plan, you have the vision, and you have the power to make it happen. So go out there and execute, go out there and win. And I will be right here with you every step of the way until we reach the summit. Keep grinding, keep saving, and keep building. Your future self is waiting for you to make the right move. Do it for him, do it for your family, and do it for your freedom. The game is yours to win. Go for it. See you in the next one. Keep the momentum going. Stay smart, stay rich, and stay invested. Peace out. I am going to check my numbers again, and you should do the same because you never know what you might find, and you might just find the edge you need to win. Bye. See you tomorrow.